What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Down South Up North. Hope you guys are having a good Tuesday. Matt, man, it is super. The Super Bowl is here. We had the championship weekend this past weekend, but before we get into that, how you doing, man? How was your weekend?
It was rough. I'm not gonna lie. There's really nothing for me to smile about or look at. I saw two division rivals go at each other, and one unfortunately had to advance to the Super Bowl. And Friday night at 10 o'clock, we'll get into that a little bit later. But overall, I recovered yesterday, so my week starts now from Tuesday on. I'm gonna try to have a good week. I'm gonna try to not really dwell on the past, but the future does not look too bright for me, Kyle. So that's how I'm doing. How about yourself, though? How about yourself? I'm hoping you're doing a little bit better.
It wasn't too bad, dude. Had a good weekend. Went down to Atlanta. Saw my cousin. Went to a bar, played some pool, just chilled out, and then worked Saturday and Sunday. So that was brutal. But hey, watched some good football and got to hang out with some fam. So it wasn't too bad, dude. So let's waste no time and get straight into the athletic alert. Matt, Sunday, dude. Championship weekend is over. All the games happened Sunday. NFC Championship. We'll start with that one since that was the first game that was played. The Commies versus the Eagles. Me personally, I believed in the Commies, dude. I'm a big Jane Daniels fan. I believed in them, but that Eagles team, dude, it's just that
Hey,
defense.
you want to talk about belt to ass? We've been using that term a lot recently.
It was B2A, man. It was B2A.
Commanders, though, can't hang your heads too low.
No, you can't. You can't hang your heads too low. You had a pretty or not a pretty good. You had a damn good season, but sadly just fell short of the big one. Uh that first half, dude, I don't know like if y'all are unfit or like y'all are just I don't know, dude. Like your tackling was just not there. It was not there, dude. Saquon, like Commanders drive, I have a damn good first drive, end off with a field goal, and like the first carry for Saquon is just like he like weaves and dodges his way around like your whole defense and scores. So bad tackling. Um, that's really the majority of that game. Just bad tackling by the Commanders.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. That first play that Saquon took to the house. They showed the replay. See about 4 or 5, even 6 missed tackles on that one. It got around halftime and the Eagles had the lead, and I was like, well, let's hold our horses here. Remember the last time, not too long ago, Commanders were in a similar spot down at halftime, and they did complete the comeback. But look, man, that Eagles offense, that defense, they win at the line of scrimmage. And Kyle, I don't know, like when I watch football, I try to watch a portion of the game, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
some plays I'll focus just on the line of scrimmage. Some plays I'll just focus on the wide receiver. Sometimes I'll just focus on the quarterback, right? I piece the puzzle together throughout the game to see how things are affecting. And that offensive line for Philly was just way too strong for Washington's defensive line. Washington was missing a couple critical pieces on their defensive line, so that was that. But hey, it's injuries, man. That's football. We are in January. We started this back in June, right? When OTAs and everything started. It's a long season for these guys to remain healthy, and they kind of just got manslaughtered. Jalen Carter is an absolute beast. Jordan Davis was out there hustling the big 300, and I think he's 20 plus pounds. Could be wrong on that his weight, but he's a big boy. He was running out there for his life. And I really think that's where they won the game, is at the line of scrimmage. I mean, they had 7 rushing touchdowns. 7. You don't hear that, right? Like you don't hear about in an NFC championship game unless it's like a shootout. And that, my friend, that was no shootout. That was the Commanders for 2.5 quarters were playing catch up, and then they just lost all momentum. They lost everything that they had going for them, and it was over. I personally was look. I'm not. I will never say on this show. I will never say in my life that I will root for the Giants, Commanders, or Eagles. But I will say I preferred the Eagles just because I'm used to them winning, especially at this time of year. And it sucks. That's how the cookie crumbles. I have lived through a Giants Super Bowl. I have lived through an Eagles Super Bowl. If I live through a Commanders Super Bowl before I see my team win a Super Bowl, all bets are off. I'm not watching. I am signing. I am putting in an application for a new team because that will be a day where I have a complete darkness retreat like Aaron Rodgers.
That's funny, dude. That'll be your breaking point when the Commies win a Super Bowl. But you're right, dude. Like, I'm a firm believer of if you want to win a football game, it starts with in the trenches. And Philly's entire defense, their defensive line, their secondary, like their whole defense is just loaded, dude. And I'll give props to Jayden Daniels. Like when I was, watching the game, there were some plays where I did just focus on Jayden Daniels and Terry McLaurin and Austin Eckler's bum ass some plays. But watching Jayden, he would step back and he would run around the pocket, and he's running for his life, but he looked so calm doing it. And then he just finds a guy in the back of the end zone, or that 2-point conversion at the very late in the third or early in the fourth. Whatever that guy's name is. I can't pronounce that guy's name, but he ran into the end zone and then just cut all the way to the right, and Jayden just kind of ran in a circle, rolled out, and just threw a laser, just bam, right in the chest, got the 2-point conversion. And then even the touchdown prior to that, the rushing touchdown. So I'll give him props, dude. He looked very calm and collected out there, but he was just playing catch up for majority of the game. Turnovers killed them. Their defense couldn't tackle. The tush push sequence was horrendous. That was really hard to watch.
I was very how surprised were you when the refs announced that if they commit one more penalty, we can award a score to Philly?
Dude, I was just sitting there like scratching my head the whole time. I was like, bro, like I know you're trying to pull a Troy Polamalu and jump over the line and
time it perfectly.
And time it perfect, but dude, the game's over.
That's only happened once ever, and it was in college. Never happened in the NFL where they had to award points. But hey, I know you played Madden. I know you know that screen that pops up saying your opponent has been kicked for excessive griefing. So they tried to pull that out in the actual game.
Yeah, they tried. So we'll just talk about the AFC Championship game. Well, actually, we could probably talk about this one more since it was way more controversial. Chiefs get it done. They're going to the Super Bowl once again, going for a three-peat, beat the Bills 32-29. There's numerous of things we could talk about. First of all, I made a parlay for this game. So I had Xavier Worthy rushing and receiving yards. When he caught that ball, yeah. I wasn't upset because it was helping my parlay. Actually, that bet hit when he made that catch. But as a football fan, I'm sitting there and I'm like, dude, how can you get it so ass backwards? Like, for real.
If that happened to any other of the 31 teams in the league,
dude, they're
instantly that is an incomplete pass. That ball hit the ground like so blatantly obvious. And I'm like, are you actually going to give them the first down? You're actually going to give them first and goal on the 4-yard line or wherever they were. They were inside the 10. And like I was astonished. I'm like, how do you do that? He had one hand wrapped around. The other one wasn't even in play, right? So he had it like this. I'm like, not even two hands on the ball. The ball is clearly moving. He didn't make a football move.
Like, even when you have Jim Nantz and Tony Romo,
easy with that. Easy with that, all right?
Sorry,
That's
you might
that's
have
my
to cut.
boy. Let's
You might have
no
to
no
cut that one out.
derogatory.
You might have to cut that out. But Tony Romo and Jim Nantz are sitting there. Both of them are going, that ball touched the ground. If he caught that, Des Bryant caught his ball.
Yeah,
Dude.
10 years ago. Let's not bring that up.
I'm sorry. Cowboys are catching a stray right now, dude. But for real, though, like you said, Xavier Worthy's arm's not even in question. He just kind of has one arm there. The ball obviously hits the ground. But let's not even talk about this. They run a play. They run a play right after that. Then Bills head coach, Sean, throws the red flag down to challenge it. They call it good. And then they get a 1st and goal again. You know what I'm talking about? Like, maybe I'm tripping or maybe – and then another one that I've seen a few people talk about, the game clock is at like 2:07 or something like that. And the play clock has 6 seconds. The play clock hits 0. And then the game clock goes to a 2-minute warning. There's no flag. They don't call a flag.
So so you said 2:07 on the play clock, 6 seconds. So it would have been 2:01. They should have gotten a penalty for a delay.
Yes, they should have gotten a penalty, delay a game 5 yards. No timeout was called. I'm pretty positive. Nothing happens, dude. Nothing happens. Like, there's 2 types of Chiefs fans, and I guess there's 2 types of really every sports team like this. It's either one that's like, hey, dude, like, you know, we're pretty lucky. Refs just love us for some reason. You know, I don't know why. We get every call. We've been doing black magic all year long to get every single call in our favor. Refs just love us. Or I know some Chiefs fans that are like, bro, what are you talking about? They gaslight you. They're like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, we play good football. We don't have any gimmies or like stuff like that. We just play really good football and we get everything we deserve. It's like, dude, Josh Allen got that 4th down. And the mystery flag, are we going to talk about that?
Oh, the one that appeared on the broadcast. Kyle, you know how broadcasting works. We both went to school for it, but you're telling me that they're going to appear a flag like that? That's not somebody accidentally missing, pressing the wrong button in the control room.
No, dude, it's the AFC Championship. I highly doubt the guys in the control room are like, oh, sorry, I just hit the flag.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Look. If you're doing that kind of game of that level, in the fourth quarter, that's when you're gonna make a mistake and accidentally hit the wrong button. Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? And of course, the camera is like panning off to the left, like outside of where the penalty should have been, whatever the call would have been, whether it was a holding, whether it was a face mask, roughing the passer, whatever it was. And then, of course, it's like, oh, sorry, no, that was a complete accident. There's no penalty. I mean, Jim Nantz literally said there should have been a penalty, but I don't see any flags on the field. So either some ref slipped out of his pocket or whatever, but when you throw a penalty, you can't just pick it back up. It's unbelievable, and I don't like using that word. I don't like using the U word, but it's unbelievable to me how the whole thing in the 4th and 1. I don't know. You might have brought that up, but with Josh Allen, like, he's over the line. That is a first down,
easily.
That's a first down, and if they get that, I don't know. They may go down there and score and go up by 8 or 9 points.
Yeah,
put it out of the Chiefs' reach.
But both of us are big fans of the Pat McAfee show, and I saw a clip yesterday, Monday. He was like, I thought Josh Allen got the first down because watching the replay, you have 3 refs, obviously, and all 3 of them are kind of spread out. One of them's giving them the first down. The other one's saying no. The other one's saying yes. And then you watch the replay and you see the first down marker. He's over it. And then let's go to the play prior. Dalton Kincaid gets the first down there.
Oh, that was a horrible marking.
They don't give him the first down.
Horrible marking.
There? Like, that's so crazy to me, dude. That's so crazy to me. don't get me wrong. The Chiefs are a damn good football team. They're good, dude. They have a chance to accomplish something that I don't think any team has ever done. Correct? A three-peat? Have we ever had a team?
Look, I was actually thinking about that this weekend, and I hate to insert the Cowboys because I'm pretty disgusted with everything going on down there in Dallas. But the closest that I can recall was obviously the Patriots, right, when they were going for the three-peat. But before that, 1992 Cowboys won it. 1993 Cowboys won it. 1994 they went 12-4, and I believe lost in the NFC Championship game. So it's like if the Bills had won last night, like that's the closest I believe a team has been. I could be wrong. The Patriots could have made the Super Bowl. I definitely have to do my homework on the history of that. But look, Kyle, we're gonna watch. And everybody saying they're not going to watch is lying to you. Like, yeah, now we're all pissed off. We're going to say to you, we're not going to watch the Super Bowl. Everybody's going to watch the Super Bowl. It's this. What else are you going to do on Super Bowl Sunday at 6:30? Right? Everybody's going to watch it. Unfortunately, the ratings are going to be high. But I didn't like. I mean, it was a good game, Eagles Chiefs a couple years ago. But I'm tired of these teams. Philly has the worst fans on the face of the planet Earth, and I know that's coming from a Cowboys fan, so it sounds a little bad. But regardless, like those fans are disgusting. They burn the city when they win. They burn the city when they lose. You see that? They had to grease the entire streets of Philadelphia so nobody could climb onto the poles and everything. Yeah, if that doesn't tell you how stupid they are, I don't know what does. And then we have the Chiefs, who are the most annoying franchise like ever. And I like Patrick Mahomes, don't get me wrong. I love it. Like, he's a great player. He's a great leader. But it's like, come on, dude. We're really going to play this game where the Patriots dominate for 20 years, and we're just going to, like, take the Patriots out, put the Chiefs in. Like, it's not good. It's not good for the league, especially when it's blatantly obvious how much help they've had by the officiating. And everybody blames the refs, right? Everybody says, oh, the refs suck, the refs this, the refs that. No, it's blatantly obvious that they had a lot of help from the officiating this year.
Yeah, I was going to say the beautiful thing about other sports, baseball, basketball, really any other sport, is rarely do you have the same champion. Like last year, for the NLCS and ALCS to go to the World Series, Cleveland was in there for some reason. Your Mets were in the championship series.
Yep.
It's like, that's the beautiful thing. And then Yankees made the World Series. That's the beautiful thing about other sports. But for some reason, with football, like you said, we've had the Patriots dominate for our entire life. Tom Brady retires, and everyone's like, let's go, dude. Like, it's fair game.
It's an open field.
It's an open field. And then you just have, like, Gronk and Tom 2.0 pretty much. So, I don't know, dude. Like you said, people that aren't going to watch the game are full of crap. Sadly, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to cook some food here. Or my family's going to cook some food, have people over, watch the game. Sadly, have a good time. I might even watch the damn Puppy Bowl instead, dude. I don't know, but
yeah. What else is on?
It was a good game. Yeah, but hey, championship weekend, can't complain. Matt, you got some news for us today, though.
I do. I know we've been saying, look, there's a lot of stuff production-wise in the works. Kyle and I have coming up here in the coming weeks, but one of those, we're going to start with a brand new segment. This is the first time we've done this in a while. Based on the events, look, there's been a lot of emotions on this show. We've been pretty pissed off with Kyle's Falcons, his Bulldogs, my Cowboys. Don't even need to go there. So we are going to start a new segment called Ruthless Reacts. So let's get right to it. All right, Kyle. Rules are pretty simple. We are, I think we're both keyboard warriors, but, we're not going to send things out there. We may rant on the keyboard and Just read over it before we hit send or publish on Twitter, Instagram, whatever social media. I just look at things. I just react to everything, which is hence the name of this segment. But we'll start with you, and we're just gonna have you read a couple of tweets, basically of whatever you want, whatever controversial thing is going on down south with you. So we'll start with you.
Explicit language will be happening within the next couple minutes. So
all right, well let's
be
blur it out.
prepared.
Let's blur it out.
Okay.
Because I have a lot of that.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins really broke the brains of a lot of fans and bloggers / podcasters. The irrational hate this guy still gets is amazing. Oh no, fuck that. Kirk Cousins needs to get the fuck out, man. I hate this guy. I fucking hate Kirk Cousins. I really, really hate Kirk Cousins. It's all just I hate Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, I fucking hate you. Why is Kirk Cousins never expected to win anything meaningful? He gets paid like a Super Bowl quarterback, but he never do shit. He throw for a lot of yards, but never contending for a Super Bowl. I hate Kirk Cousins with a passion, lil ass girl. Why does Kirk Cousins hate Drink London? I fucking hate Kirk Cousins. I hate Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins was actually helped the Browns, that shitty fucking franchise. I hate Kirk Cousins. Since obviously he plays for Atlanta, a lot of stuff I'm sitting on here I cannot say. I hate Kirk Cousins. That's all I got, dude. Just a bunch of I hate Kirk Cousins.
Seems like a trending theme here. Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
So and this is for, I'm guessing, the contract situation.
Not only the contract situation, when he throws for 500 one game and then throws 7 interceptions the next. I think this was during the stretch where he had 8 interceptions and no touchdowns in like 4 games or something like that, 5 games. I believe so.
Yeah. So, Kyle, you kind of hinted at 2 types of fans earlier with the Dallas Cowboys. For those who don't know, it's really you're either like me. You're tired of the bullshit. You're over the shenanigans. Football's hard to watch every single year because of your puppet master owner who just finds a new scapegoat every 4 to 5 years. Or you try to suck in all the pain. You're gullible. You buy into the bullshit every year and you try to have some hope. But it's unbelievable to me when they hired Brian Schottenheimer, who, Kyle, I didn't know who the fuck that was before last week. And then I read it and I'm like, there's no way. Like, there's no way. You're hiring a guy who was our offensive coordinator, but Mike McCarthy called the plays, right? So, like, what exactly did you do? You know what I mean?
Oh, dude.
But, dude, just, just some tweets just to make everybody's day feel a little bit better. Nothing personal, shoddy, but nobody actually believes in this organization anymore. This is your year again, ? Absolutely not. Absolute joke of a franchise. And this is a public announcement. Fans, boycott games, stop buying merchandise, wake the fuck up. I mean, it's just terrible. That looks like a really good hire, and it is Stevie Wonder. Well, we're fucked.
I like that one.
That's a good one. 30 years this year. Thank you for the reminder. Kyle, it's going to be 30 years since the Cowboys won, and they're definitely not winning in the next 5 years. I have zero faith in him or Jerry Jones. The drought will continue. Jason Garrett, 2.0, one and done. The old Mark Jackson meme. What happened to the game I love? It's me right now. As a Cowboys fan, this is most disappointing. I mean, it's just it goes on. Look, it's really good we did not record on Friday night, Kyle, because I was reading much worse than this. And I could have went off on a tangent for 25 minutes. It's terrible. Puppet.
Yeah, because I texted you Friday night and I said,
fuck you guys and
like,
Jerry Jones. Sorry.
fuck you guys.
Cowboys have already
Jerry
been eliminated.
Jones.
That's a recycled meme, but ain't that the truth?
What did I text you Friday night? I said Jerry's selling, and you said tell me about it.
No, that was
and
not
then
the time.
yeah, dude, Jerry, what the hell, man? I've always said on the show, my dad is a Cowboys fan as well, so I called him this weekend. I was like, dude, what is going on?
It's
Excuse
not
me.
good.
And he was like, who the fuck is this guy? And I was telling him, I think he was the Seahawks offensive coordinator. I mean, am I right?
Yeah.
Is that what it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for 3 years, 2020 to 2023. Is that right?
Yep. You know
Well,
the years
got that
that
right
Russell
somehow.
Wilson was declining.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be rough this next season for the both of our teams. I mean, we got Michael, so hopefully he'll ball out. He's been all right, but Cowboys. Hey, I'm praying for y'all, man. I'm praying for y'all. Pray
Kyle,
for the whole
we need
city
a
of
lot more than
Dallas.
prayers, all right? We need miracles over here. Because we just put our foot in our mouth so far. It's not even funny. It's the puppet master himself just trying to find another scapegoat. It's rough, you know? And then you see, we talked about them. The Eagles are a great team for years to come. Washington, I guess, is just getting started. Dude, the Giants can only suck for so long. Am I right? I mean, if they find a good
Well, what's weird
quarterback-
is years ago they were good. Danny Dimes was good years ago. You know what I mean?
that was a 1-year wonder, my friend. I hate.
Yeah, I guess it
It was
was.
a 1-year wonder, and it was just like insane luck that they had on their side all year.
I guess you're right.
But you know what I mean? Like the window has closed in Dallas, and to have guys like Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn, Deion Sanders, I suppose. Even Pete, I would have taken Pete Carroll at 70 plus years old. But look,
Dude, yeah, he's been coaching
Right?
for over 50 years.
like maybe these other coaches are the ones who refuse the interviews because they're smart enough. Hey, I'm not going to Dallas because why would you? Everything gets blamed on you. Everything. I hope a documentary
it's
comes
the
out.
Jerry Show.
Yeah, it's Jerry's world, and I had some people joking with me that when Jerry passes away, if he passes away, because at this point he won't, they're gonna bury him under the field, and then the field is forever gonna be cursed. So I don't know.
That, dude.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
No.
I'm not.
Don't-
I
Yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for ruthless reactions. Good segment, dude. Next week we'll probably do something different. Like we could do baseball next week. You do Mets. I do Braves. Well, Mets actually went pretty far.
Hey
into
man,
the
that
playoffs
I keep
last
reminding
year.
myself. I'm gonna be seeing Juan Soto in the batter's box pretty soon. So,
Yeah, so I guess there is really no.
Hey, I can't
Nate,
hang my head
Mets
too
hate.
low. Ohio State just won it all. Like I'm gonna be fine.
Yeah, and Braves did what? Jurickson Profar! Woo! Woo! Let's go,
Clap
dude.
it up.
You lose Charlie Morton, Max Fried, AJ Minter, Travis Darno. You lose everybody. And what do? You get Jurickson Profar. Let's go. No, actually, I like Jurickson Profar, but we don't need a fucking outfielder. Could sit here for another 30 minutes to talk about that. But, guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out our social medias down in the description below. Matt, dude, you said you were cooking behind the scenes, came up with a new segment, or debuted the new segment today, Ruthless Reactions. What do you think about today's show, man?
Good. I got a lot of stuff off my chest that I think needed to be said.
Yeah.
Look again. It was a rough weekend. Like, we have a Super Bowl that absolutely, positively nobody wanted to see. Same as last year. Nobody wanted to see Chiefs Niners again, and it was the exact same outcome it was the first time. So I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of it. But nonetheless, this is why we do this, so I can get on here and express my opinions about sports.
Yeah, man. Today was a good episode. Enjoyed the Ruthless Reactions. Like you said, I got some. Well, I don't really hate Kirk Cousins that much compared to everyone else, but next week I'll definitely do Mike Bobo. I should have done Mike Bobo today, honestly.
I told you, man.
But I thought people would have so much hate for Kirk, and they really didn't. They just said I fucking hate Kirk Cousins, and that was really it. But yeah, next week definitely doing Bobo, and I can maybe cook up some tweets myself beforehand. But guys, if you enjoyed today's episode, like, comment, share, do all that funny stuff. We'll catch you in the next one with Gabe. Peace!